Hi, my name is Vicky. Today I'll be speaking to you about multiple sclerosis and how real depression and anxiety affect those who we love or yourself. I hope you love yourself too. But if you or a loved one have or are affected with multiple sclerosis or a chronic disease that affects the central nervous system, it also affects your brain. And you can research it. You don't have to take it from me, this information from me, but I do want to share this information because I feel that 14 years ago I was extremely lost and I had no one to speak to. I felt I did not know anyone else who was experiencing multiple sclerosis. Yes, there is some groups that may be around your area. If you live in a city, or there's small towns that may also have those groups, multiple sclerosis groups that you can communicate with. But if you've ever attended those, for me, the first time I attended, it's as if you don't know anyone, so it's still kind of cordial and a lot of people just speak out. So I really would have loved to have been able to just listen to someone that understands where I'm coming from and has experienced the same issues. There are some really educated groups, though. I do encourage everyone to try to seek out a group, but sometimes there's people like myself, it's at times hard to socialize with others. I'm speaking to anyone who has ever had any mental issues. I spoke about mental issues in my previous videos, which I will link at the end of this video, but I just want to let you know that you're not alone out there. If you are experiencing any problems, like you don't want to get up, you don't want to take a shower, you don't want to socialize with people, you don't want to even wake up in the morning. I mean, there's a lot of us that don't want to wake up in the morning. I'm Mexican American, and I don't know if you've heard a comedian, but they joke about that. Mexican Americans do not want to get up in the morning, they're really tired. Well, I used to have that problem. I didn't know what it was. It was extreme fatigue. It could have been the weather, it could have been any small thing that triggered my fatigue, my depression, my anxiety. Me having to work inside an office, I was just so anxious. I could not go to sleep at night, so therefore the next morning was disturbed. I could not function very well. There was brain fog, all kinds of things that are associated with depression and anxiety and just feeling down. Mental fatigue is real, and if you don't nip it in the bud or know that it's even happening, it can take a toll on you. And once it takes a toll on you, it's pretty hard to come back from it. But it's not impossible. I just want to let you know that it isn't impossible to come back from depression. Sometimes it feels impossible because at times, I could not even think clearly enough to snap myself out of the depression or anxiety, much less know it was happening. So I just want you to know that dedicating some time, 5 minutes to yourself, 4 to 5 times a week, is really helped me. There's other ways to go about it, of course, like psychiatrists, psychologists. I know some people don't have insurance and things like that, but I mean, if you can seek a psychologist, psychiatrist, I did not prefer to go that route just because I didn't want them to put me on more medication than I already was on. So for me, Rebif, the DMD, I know some people are not for the DMDs. It works for me, but everything else I've done naturally. So if you're someone that prefers to go the natural path or want to try the natural ways of healing your body, I just want you to know that for me, I've experienced my body being this awesome organism that can definitely restore itself. And I want you to know that I feel that anyone can do this. I'm sure that people are looking or listening to me right now and saying, yeah, that's you, but not me. But honestly, if you commit yourself and you tell yourself, it's a mind change. You tell yourself, hey, I'm not going to go through this living life not wanting to be here, not wanting to live life, not being happy. If if you change your mindset, so much can be done, so much can be done. I just want you to know that if you are a person who is telling yourself, well, I need help right now, definitely go ahead and seek a psychologist, psychiatrist if you can. Again, like I stated, I prefer the natural ways of healing my brain and my body. And at first, I didn't think it was possible, but I am able to sit here today and say that it is possible. Now, me, I feel that it has a lot to do with God, and God has allowed me to be able to heal my body. And I do a lot of meditation, a lot of prayer. There's other people that are extremists, like they go into extreme mode of regimens in the morning. They're hardcore pineapple drinks. Like Montel Williams is an awesome person, and I'm not sure if anyone knows who he is, but he's an ex talk show host. He gets up every morning and he has books out there, so please research him. Montel Williams is his name. And he was aching, his body ached so much because everyone has different symptoms that have multiple sclerosis. And his worst symptom was pain, joint pain, and just pain all over his body. And so he said, you know what, I'm going to dedicate my life to staying well and feeling well. And he says this in his book. And so every morning he gets up and he has this shake, this like extreme shake that he buys fresh pineapples and mostly fresh fruit for it, and drinks it every morning. I'm not that structured to do that every morning, and I also don't feel extreme pain in my body like other people do. So I'm just being straightforward and being honest. I don't always feel pain in my body, thank God. I used to feel very achy. Now I stretch and I try to move and stay active. At first, when I did feel the aches, of course, it was really hard for me to stay active. But I just kept pushing through, and I just want you to know that you can do whatever your problem is, little by little. You can take control of your body and live a great quality of life. So leave me a comment, look for me on Facebook. Um, if you want, you can private message me. Let me know if I can help you in any way. I'm not a doctor, not a therapist, not a scientist, none of that. I'm just a regular person who's honestly very thankful to God that I was able to heal my body. God, I feel God did help me heal my body. So whatever your belief is, everyone's different, like I stated, and everyone's body's different, so everyone's issues going to be different. But I want you to know that I have read a lot, and I have spoken to a lot of people who have MS now. Thank God that I've been able to speak to a lot of people who have MS and relate to them, and know that more than 85% of people who have MS experience anxiety and depression. And I just want you to know that it's not impossible to be able to conquer that issue. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys are great. And if not, please let me know in the comments any way or any questions that you have, any way that I'm able to help you. If you have already found a way and you're great and you're happy with the way you're living and quality of life is great, then more power to you. I'm very happy